Hey y'all, welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. I want to do this reading on Grace Holland. She's 35. On July 22nd, 2022, her fiance called 911 and said that she had shot herself in front of him. Her ex-husband does not believe that she would do that, as that she loves her children very much, and she is a mom of 4. Her fiance did say that she was depressed since she had lost a baby. So let's see what we have for Grace Holland today. Let's see if she can come in. What happened on July 22nd, 2022? The Hanged Man. So this could be that day she could have been reflecting, looking back on things a lot, taking things in, maybe looking at things in a different perspective. She had a lot of trauma in her life lately, so maybe she was trying to work her way through it. I kind of feel like she was seeing things differently, maybe. Maybe she wasn't happy in the whole situation that she was in. Maybe she wasn't as committed to that situation because she was seeing things differently. So she was at her fiance's house, so maybe she was telling him she needed a break, or she was headed in a different direction. I kind of feel like she had seen things differently. Maybe she needed a break from the relationship. Let's see why the Hangman is here. Page of Cups. So it seems like she, I don't know, maybe had been talking to somebody else. Maybe somebody that was younger than her, but somebody that was like understanding, somebody that was there to help her, somebody that listened to her, somebody that had a different type of sympathetic ear than what her fiance had. I feel like it was somebody that understood her, like I've been there, not maybe so much losing a child in the way she did, but maybe the loss of a child. Maybe they bonded that way. And with the person going up and it being with the Hangman, I kind of feel like she was maybe moving away from him. And it could have been the trauma just was too much and she just can't be in that relationship anymore. And your page is going to be cups. It's going to be emotion. And it could be a messenger bringing her a message, telling her, hey, I seen this. I heard this. And it could be that too. It could have been someone that came to her and said, this is what I heard. This is what I seen. So it could have been someone that thought she needed to know something. I do feel like it was someone that had feelings toward her and was just more like a better confidant, and she was like attracted to them in that way, that they had a sympathetic ear and they listened to her and they were genuine. I don't feel like that they were just doing it to lure her away. I feel like they were genuine in their feelings. Queen of Pentacles. So this is abundance, happiness, having everything you want. I don't know when her birthday was. I don't know if she was an earth sign. But this is family, happiness, abundance, having everything you want. So she did love her children, and she did get them. And I feel like she worked. I don't know what kind of job she had, but I do feel like she worked very hard. And I do feel like she was a very nurturing mother. Like, I do feel like she put her kids first. So if she did lose a child, that would be devastating to her, because she's a nurturer. that's what she does. She takes care of children. She loves animals. She loves children. She loves the earth. So she might have been depressed, but I don't feel like she was as depressed as he said, because I feel like she was more grounded than he was letting on. And I do feel like there was someone in her family, like a mother figure or a older person that she did go to as a confidant that helped her through this. And it could have been a counselor, but I feel like it was somebody she was related to, a family member like an aunt or a mother. And it could be an older sister also. Ace of Wands. So I do think she was headed in a different direction. I think she, I think she was leaving that relationship and heading in a new direction. I think she had new things that she wanted to do. And I feel like it was probably a quick thing, probably suddenly, it was a sudden decision. Like she didn't let on that this was a direction she was going in. So I feel like for somebody else it was sudden. And this is a new start, new beginning. So I don't feel like she was suicidal. And this is just my opinion, and this is just my reading, and it's just what I'm feeling. Because I feel like she was headed in a different direction than where she was before. And this could be a fiery energy, this could be like, she could have been like, had a fiery energy, like she was very charismatic. I feel like she was like a very loving person. I do feel like people took advantage of her a little too much because of that good nature she had, but I do feel like she was headed in a different direction, and it kind of goes with the Hangman. King of Pentacles. So this could have been someone that, well, they had money. This could have been someone that's very good at business, someone that is a community leader. This could be someone that spends their money well. They make their money, they spend their money. The King of Pentacles is a little more harsh on like the nurturing side, because they look at things from a materialistic way. They are, I'm not saying they're heartless, but they do they are materialistic. They are money driven. They are, in that sense, they kind of look at things from a business sense. But they are nurturing. They just aren't the same kind of nurturing that the Queen of Pentacles is. So this could have been somebody also that she was talking to that could have, like a father figure, could have been someone that, is a little harder on her than the Queen of Pentacles would be. A business, somebody that's very good with business, very good with making money. This could be a financial advisor to her, but I feel like this is someone that is most probably related to her. Ace of Wands. So this could have been Ace of Swords. I was looking at the Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. So this is mental clarity. This is seeing things differently. This is heading in a different direction. You see she's headed this way, and the Ace of Swords is mental clarity. It's you've seen things differently. And the King of Pentacles could be and someone that gave her advice that helped her see things differently. Because when you talk to other people or someone that's advising you, they see things differently than you do because they're on the outside looking in, versus you on the inside. So I feel like this is someone that helped give her mental clarity, someone that helped send her in a different direction. Seven of Wands. So this is, I'm going to move these up here. So this is stand your ground. This is stand your ground. This is take the high road. You know, I've done everything that I know is right, and I'm going to continue to stand my ground. I'm going to stand by what I say. I'm going to continue to defend myself. So this is where the Seven of Wands is, where you've taken a defense. You're on the defense. You're standing your ground. So this could be an argument that they had. This could be a difference of opinion that they had, and she just was going to stand her ground. This is what she wanted to do. This is the direction she was headed in. Sorry, my voice. I feel like she didn't have a voice in this relationship, is what I feel like. And I feel like all of a sudden she did. And she was changing her direction. And she was saying, I'm leaving. I'm going into a different direction. And like I said before, this is just my opinion. This is how I feel. I just feel like she didn't have a voice in this relationship. And I feel like she was telling him she wanted a break. But I feel like she wanted more. This was not just going to be a break for her. So the Nine of Pentacles. So she wanted happiness. She wanted happiness. She wanted a family. She wanted, you know, what we all want. So that was her plans. Her plans was to be happy and to have a happy family. And she was determined that's what she was going to have. I just don't see her fiancé as in a family kind of sort of person. I don't think he had the same goals as she had. I don't think he wanted like a big family and to settle down. I just don't think that was his nature. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying I don't think that was his nature. I don't see him as being tied down in with a family, and I think that's what she wanted. And this is Nine of Cups. It's like this is like happy. Your cups are filled. You're you're on cloud nine, you're jumping in there, you're happy. I don't feel like that's what she wanted, but I don't feel like that's where they were headed. And I feel like that's what she told him. I want to be happy, I want a family, I want to be married with a family, and I want to be happy. And I just don't feel like he wanted that. And I feel like that's what she was telling him. That's what I want. So the King of Wands. So this would be someone that's very charismatic. He's got a great personality. He's fiery. He's got a fiery energy. He's kind of like, he likes to smile all the time and be upbeat. This is also somebody that has their own way of doing things, their own style of doing things. They are like, they walk to the beat of their own drums. They're like, and don't care what the people around them think of them in that sense. Like, they're going to do what they're going to do. There's always one, right? There's always one, and that's the King of Wands. And he's very courageous. You see how he's got his back to the lion. So he kind of walks into things with courage and energy, and so I kind of feel like he's just that, he's just that upbeat kind of person, but he does have that side to him to where he's kind of a little bit in himself, and that's not always a bad thing to have that confidence, but I think his confidence was a little overboard in this sense. Like, look at me, look at me. I think he kind of liked the attention. I think he liked being in the limelight a little bit. And being with that kind of character and that kind of personality, he probably was like a flirt. Or he probably is like a flirt. And, some people don't like that. They don't, if you're a flirt like that, your partner, your wife, your husband, they may not like that. So, and I kind of feel like he was a flirt, the King of Wands in this reading. So the Five of Swords. So this is the end of something. This is a defeat, a heartless defeat. It's like, okay, are you happy now? You got what you want, but are you happy? Was it worth it? So this is a defeat of some sort. That's, was it worth it? Are you happy now? Was it worth the defeat? You wanted to win at all cost, and you did. So now, is this a defeat was worth it? So this is definitely the end of something. Six of Pentacles. So this is planning. This is getting together, planning. This is working on something. This could be receiving. This could be giving. For me, there's a dark side of the Six of Pentacles, and that's I give, and you never give back. I feel like it fits in this reading because I feel like it was mainly a one-sided relationship where she gave more than she received. It's also like one of those kind of relationships, I feel like, where I gave you this, kind of like you owe me kind of like thing. But I feel it's more like I give way more than I receive. I don't, the love and the relationship and the working together is not equal. Like, you don't give as much as I give you, and I, in return. Let's try that one again. It went on the floor. So the High Priestess, she is use your intuition. You already know the answer to this. She is use your intuition to lead you, to guide you. The High Priestess, it can be mysterious. There are mysterious things about the High Priestess. She can be mysterious and withholding things. And the mystery, for the High Priestess being here with the mystery, is I feel like there's other things that happen in the day that Grace, he said Grace shot herself. I feel like there's some things that were hidden and not told. I don't feel like all the information was there. I feel like some things were left out. And I feel like it was taken as the sight on, how they saw it, how they seen the scene. I feel like they took it as that's exactly what happened on the 22nd of July. The Six of Cups is nostalgia, looking back, childlike memories. This could be someone that's also childlike in the way they act. You know, like they're very childish, how they do things. Their personality can be like they throw a fit like a child. You know, like they get upset and throw a fit like a child. This also could be looking back. You know, nostalgia, looking back at when you were young, because that was your best time. This can also be looking back at your children, the times you had with your children. Let's get a couple of more cards for this. I just feel like there's more to the story with Grace. I don't feel like it should be an open and shut as it's being told. Well, that one went on the floor too. Let's do one more. So the Six of Wands. So this is victory. This is accomplishment, achievement. This is having everything you need. This is, you know, heading in a different direction. I feel like in a way, there is victory for her, because she's no longer depressed. She's no longer in that state of mind of not being happy. I do feel like the Six of Wands is here for that, that type of victory. I do not think that we've heard the last from this case. I do think that there may be some things that come up later with her case that's going to bring some new light to the picture. I'm not accusing anyone of doing anything. I'm just saying I think there's more to the story. Let's see if we get one more card to end the reading with. One more card. I just feel like there's more to the story, more that we're not hearing. I do feel like maybe there may be some work. They may be working on the case, looking at it at a different angle now, going back over the case. I feel like there's some movement there, but we're just not going to hear about it. Here we go. The King of Swords. So there is someone, I feel, looking into the facts of the case. I feel like there's somebody going back over it and checking things, maybe questioning things, digging for some more information, because the King of Swords is truth-seeking, legal, justice, someone that likes the legal side of things, the justice side of things, someone that searches for answers and information and maybe evidence. Maybe they're looking for it. You see how he's looking back this way, so I feel like they're looking over this case again. I feel like there's maybe some different perspective, different eyes on the case, looking at it. You know, just checking to make sure they covered all their bases. I do feel like there's going to be something about this case come out later. Maybe some different, some information that we were not told, or that was not told at the time and couldn't be for, you know, whatever reasons. But I do feel like they need to look at it, that everything is not as it seems, is what I'm hearing. Everything is not as it seems. So I feel like it should be looked at again. So thank you for watching, subscribing, and commenting. I do hope they find the answers for Grace Holland and her family, especially her children. So thank you for watching. Love, light, and blessed be.